Welcome back to this WSFA 12 News special celebrating our 70th anniversary.
Television is, of course, a visual medium, and it takes the hard work of photographers, editors, and reporters to bring you the news each day.
And there are two people on our team that can be credited with bringing you some of the most compelling stories for their decades of service.
Our Bethany Davis has the story.
You would never be able to see images like this if it wasn't for guys like this.
What you do as a photojournalist, you have a ticket that a millionaire can't buy.
Jeff Harrison is our operations manager, approaching 40 years since he started working here. Our chief photographer, Andre Morgan, has worked here for 30 years. They've had front row seats to some history-making moments.
It's almost like we're ground zero, from Governor Wallace to the DC sniper came through Montgomery, Alabama, Enterprise High School. And the list goes on and on and on.
Some moments, like that deadly tornado that killed several Enterprise High School students in 2007, they were tough to cover.
When I topped the hill there behind Hillcrest Baptist Church, I came up and I saw the utter destruction of the high school and what was remaining of the football stadium. And I pulled up and I stopped for a second. I just looked, and it was a chill. It was just I was in shock from what I saw.
On the flip side, we get to see some really cool things.
NBC had the Summer Olympics in '96. For 2 weeks, we traveled all over North Georgia, Birmingham, Columbus, everywhere, covering the Summer Olympics.
When the Biscuits came to town, and it was this whole secrecy about what are we going to name this new, baseball team. And I can distinctly remember when the announcement was made, people were like visibly upset.
These two make it very clear they wouldn't get these experiences without the generation before them who created the standard for how WSFA operates today.
When I was hired in 1986, one of the first faces I saw in my face was Vic Irving, giving me instruction and direction on how I should be a photographer for WSFA. And he was my mentor.
Vic set the template for how we go about doing things.
Mm-hmm. There is a true appreciation for the responsibility this station holds.
The images that have come through, specifically these two cameras, have come through this television station, and our viewers have seen, and it's impacted history.
Because you don't stay in this business for as long as we've been in this business and not be able to evolve.
From the evolution of the cameras they carry to new waves of people carrying them, that responsibility holds heavy as they prepare to pass the torch to a new generation.
People change, but the tent of WSFA never changes. And it's important for us to make sure that we hold the tent up.
And hold on to that front row seat as history continues to happen here. Bethany Davis, WSFA 12 News.
Besides all of the key people who work to bring you the news each day, it's a special piece of tall equipment that has made sure you get the pictures and audio sent to your home each and every day.
The WSFA Tall Tower in South Montgomery County is a piece of living history itself. WSFA 12 News anchor Judd Davis has its story.
It's like a ladder to the sky.
Yeah, it was something.
The year was 1977. WSFA 12 News unveiled its tall tower in the small town of Grady, 1,935 feet tall. At the time, it was the third tallest man-made structure in the world.
It's an odd sensation when you get out and you're standing on a work platform and you're 2,000 feet in the air as though you're in an airplane, but it's not moving.
I've been to the top before also, and when I came down, my hands were gray from having rubbed off so much of the galvanizing paint on that tower.
Engineers Steve Cohn and Craig Young started at WSFA 12 News just a few years after the tower went up, and they'll both tell you it was a game changer.
This location was chosen because of the topography here. This is a Collier Hill, I believe is the name of this hill. Very tall hill, so to build the tower on top of this hill already gave us an extra few hundred feet in height. And the higher your antenna, the more coverage area you have.
Just the coverage area gave us such an advantage, a huge advantage over the other stations.
Everyone had an antenna if they wanted to watch television. And putting this tower here just gave WSFA a tremendous advantage. It made our signal stronger for all the people in the local community, but it increased our coverage area. But that is still the main key to WSFA's success. Without that tall tower, we're not a broadcaster.
From a distance, it may look like a collection of metal bars held up with guy wires. But for those who maintained it and kept this thing running for almost 50 years, it's personal.
I'm retired now, and every time I get a retirement check, I think about this tower, you know.
When I pull up here, a lot of times I think about the old guys, the old timers who built this place. And I think, man, I hope if they looked at me now, they think, yeah, you're doing a good job.
The tower is still as important as ever for WSFA 12 News, with a view that may literally take your breath away if you're brave enough to go up there. Judd Davis, WSFA 12 News, Grady.
While we still rely on the tall tower today, our TV station and news team have also embraced new technology to bring you the news.
When we come back, we'll take you inside our control room and share how we bring you the news today.